Welcome back for another edition of Hair Talk with the Braid Chick. So today we have another question that was in my professional hair group, and this one is pretty interesting, so let me read it to you. It says, I installed a sew-in on a client this weekend. She brought 3 bundles, but only wanted 2 put in. She messaged me the next day saying that she now thinks the front is too thin. She's coming back to get the 3rd bundle installed. I don't know the best way to go about adding in another bundle to the front. I need some suggestions or tips so it doesn't look bulky. Red flag, all the way around. This is why it is important to continue to learn as you go as a stylist. At first, you're just doing hair, you're trying to get your feet wet, you're trying to see what it is that you do and don't want to do and how to execute each service to the best of your ability. That's where a lot of rules and regulations come into play that a lot of clients don't understand. And this is why I respect stylists that have a lot of things in place, because at the end of the day, the service that you do has your name on it. You did that. So you want to put your best foot forward in everything you do. And with doing that, you putting those guidelines in place helps ensure that your best work is always seen. I personally don't do sew-ins, but I have heard a lot of stylists say you must have this many bundles to, ensure like a full look or whatever the case may be. I think a lot of people use 3 bundles for their sew-ins, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure why the client brought 3. I don't know if the stylist suggested 3, or the client just brought 3 just in case and then changed her mind when she got there. I think that if the stylist is comfortable with 3 bundles, a disclaimer should have been given like, for my sew-ins, I recommend 3 to ensure that you have the fullness and the volume that you need for your sew-in. If the client is adamant on just having 2, I would definitely let them know, or maybe do the placement a little different, but definitely let them know there is a possibility that your sew-in is going to be thin. To me, honestly, at this point, they were sitting there, they had a discussion, she came to the agreement that she only wanted 2 bundles. That is what she paid for. The service is complete and she is gone. When it comes to something intricate like a sew-in, now you're asking the stylist to bring you back in, which is a set amount of time during her schedule, because time is money. You want to come back in and take up a space and have her undo or do something additional to the style that could have been done the first time. This isn't an error on the stylist part. It is a decision that the client made, and so that's what we're working with. It's not really up to the stylist to fix this particular situation, in my opinion. And the fact that the stylist is not 100% sure how to execute the additional bundle into the style, again, the service that you do has your name on it. So if you're not comfortable with doing something, be comfortable enough to tell that client just that. I do understand that you feel the sew-in is too thin now. However, it is going to take too much to execute to be able to take out bundles or to put bundles in between the previous place bundles so that it's not bulky, and I do not feel that I will be able to execute that appropriately for this service. However, I would like to, we can book you for your next service, and then we can make sure that we take those 2 out and we include the 3rd one that we didn't do the past time. But I think this is a situation where I think the client just has to miss out this time. I would love to hear your viewpoints on what you have to say on this. Chime in. Thank you. This is another edition of Hair Talk with the Braid Chick. I'll talk to you soon.